Once upon a time, in a forest where the trees whispered secrets to the wind and time moved like honey in the sun, there was a small cabin nestled between tangled oaks, far from the rush of the world. They say a soul came here, not to hide, but to remember, to listen again to silence, to feel the weight of a single breath, to chase no clock but the turning of the sky. But even here, where the bath steams and the fire speaks in crackles and sighs, my ambition still knocked at the door. Not loudly, but like a memory you can't quite shake. What if I could do more? What if I meant to try more? What if I should be more? This is a story about that cabin, about what it means to be still in a world that always wants more, and what happens when you stop running, but you don't stop dreaming. Oh, hey friends, and welcome to the car. We are about to go to a cabin in Yorkshire. Hello, Kate. Come on, let's get lost in the moment. The rig with the cinema camera, like, it was working, but I've got to lean over. And my mum does not like me doing anything that's not safe. 1 hour 24. Get there at 5:30. What lovely weather we're having. Right, friends, we've arrived. And I think we've actually got to, like, walk to the thing. You can't take your car down, so. But they have got a wheelbarrow. So, 12 months ago, I bought a cinema camera. 6 months ago, I started this channel. And 3 months ago, I took out a bet. That I have what it takes to become one of the greatest solo filmmakers of all time. And maybe that sounds arrogant, maybe it sounds naive, but see, what the bookmakers don't know is how strong this girl can dream. Good morning, friends, and welcome to my cabin. It is Saturday. No, it's not Saturday. Oh my god. It's Monday. It's Monday the 7th of July. I'm in the forest in the Yorkshire Dales. I feel like I haven't had a proper break in a really long time. I decided in January that I was going to leave my job to go on a sabbatical, and since then I've just been like back to back doing like so much like content stuff and like trying to build this whole like content career for myself. I think I really struggle to have like downtime and not be thinking, oh, even if I'm reading a book, I'm like, oh, that's a great line, like I could use that in like when I'm writing something. I see something and I want to take a photo of it because I'm like, oh, that would be great for Instagram. Like, because my life is content and like all my content is about my life, it's so hard to just not, because I feel like I'm wasting opportunities. In my last video, I talked a bit about ambition and about how I feel quite lost moving from London back to my hometown because there's a lot less drive. Good morning! It's another day in paradise. One of my SRAM batteries is dead, so I've just swapped them over. And the comments on it got me thinking about the idea of growth, whether my innate drive to always want to be better than I was yesterday is a bad thing. It's so like, it's so open. Like, look at it all. Look at all the views. That to want to be a better storyteller, a better videographer, cyclist, friend somehow means that, God forbid, I'm not content where I am now. It's like midday and I haven't had a coffee. It just took me so long to get out, so I was like filming. And filming just takes forever. Take 570. I've done like 13 kilometres. I've been out for like 2 hours. And whilst I stand by there being less drive in my hometown to constantly be getting better, and that London has this way of pushing you to your limits to grow as fast as you possibly can, maybe the people with the ambition to walk rather than run, the ambition to grow well rather than fast, and the ambition to watch the stars instead of the clock could teach me a thing or two about life. And that is exactly what they did. I think the coffee shop that I was going to go to is just right there. Little town. I'm gonna get coffee. Yay. What it is to be alive. Maybe I should channel this like I'm on holiday. Like, I feel like I haven't had a holiday in so long. Like, when was the last time I went on holiday? Once upon a time, in a quiet town wrapped in footpaths and familiar routines, there was a coffee shop. It wasn't grand. It had 3 tables, 11 chairs, and it was closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I wandered in, not quite looking for anything, but somehow I stayed. For an hour, then 2, talking not about markets or headlines, but about how the coffee shop had started their own club. A place where hands met soil and strangers became something else. They grew vegetables, yes, but they grew more than that. They grew a kind of belonging. And as I sat there, letting the day fall gently around me, I realised that this too was ambition. Not the racing kind, not the kind that rushes the tube without a second for hello, but the kind that builds slowly, the kind that offers itself to others without asking for an applause. And in that little coffee shop with the 3 tables and 11 chairs, I saw what it meant to grow without rushing, to dream without hurrying, to build something beautiful. Not because the world demands it, but because your heart does. And perhaps that is the bravest kind of ambition of all. Oh hey friends, and this is how your email finds me. In my field. I like fields, I like grass, I like trees, and I like bikes. That's about it really. Oh, I like water as well. I like lakes, lots of bodies of water actually. I like lakes, I like oceans, I like rivers, impartial to a little stream. Reservoirs not so much, but you know what, they would do. Just so you know, it can be that simple again. You can climb trees if you want to, you can ride bikes and fall asleep in the passenger seat on the way home, you can catch fireflies and you can sing and dance and wear silly clothes, you can put mac and cheese on the prongs of your fork and you can jump in the leaves, you can roll down hills and learn to walk on your hands, you can build blanket forts and you can pull all night with your friends, you can cry and you can laugh and you can sleep under the stars, and you can love without reason or hesitation, without expectation or condition or fear. Please allow yourself to live while you're here. Oh, Whitney Hanson. What a writer. What a writer. Harmony. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been a worrier. I'd worry about things that I could control, things that I couldn't, things that were tomorrow or in 3 years' time. And I thought that it was normal, until at the age of 23, I was told that I had generalised anxiety, a panic disorder, and OCD. For 23 years, I pushed this feeling down, and in my intense London job where those feelings were multiplied by 10, I thought that if I couldn't push through them, I just wasn't good enough, that by leaving, I failed. And I think 2 things have really shifted for me in the past few months. I think the first is that I don't really have much to worry about anymore. The environments and the pressures that triggered me no longer exist. But the second is that I've realised how much the worst case scenario is never as bad as you think. I'm no longer scared of being judged, losing my job, falling out with people, running out of money, because all those things have happened. And I'm still happy. I'm arguably happier than I've ever been, and certainly happier than I was with the big job and money that I thought would bring me joy. And I think a huge part of that happiness has come from freedom. I feel completely alive in almost this ethereal plane where I've realised that I can do anything. And the more I exist on this side of the world, the more I realise that I can never go back. Oh hey, good morning friends. Welcome to the woods. Today I'm gonna maybe go and see if I can find a little waterfall swim spot. I mean, it is 11 o'clock. My mind just feels so clear. I just don't feel like I have any problems or no problems that would warrant me thinking about it. Maybe life's just good. Maybe life is just good, and that's all right. I don't need to find a problem, and I can just be, content. It is Tuesday. Today I'm gonna go and see if I can find some sort of wild swim spot. Welcome to paradise. A half an hour drive, so we're gonna go there for a picnic for lunch. Arrived in a little town. I think the falls are that way, so I'm just gonna go have a little explore, and I can really do with some lunch and a wee. The basic needs in life, hey? To the waterfall, 100 yards, easy. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Oh my god, this is stunning. This place is insane. What? I'm gonna have my lunch next to the waterfall. Once upon a time, by a quiet waterfall deep in the woods where no one was watching, I sat with my feet in the cold stream, asking myself what this might become. This channel, this space, this version of me that no longer wants to race, but still longs to reach. And what came back wasn't a plan or a goal, just a very deep knowing that I want to create for the people who feel the world a little bit more than most, who cry at chords, who underline sentences, who stop mid-step to watch the leaves flutter in the late evening light, the ones who carry ambition like a candle, not to burn through life, but to light the way gently, the kind of ambition that wants to grow gardens and build something that lasts and become someone honest.
This literally looks like the waterfalls when I was in Thailand. Like, what the hell? I love my job.
The ambition to go somewhere, yes, not at the cost of stillness or wonder or the quiet rituals that make life feel so full.
I kind of just found a hill and I'm hiking up it.
Players to have free will. Look for path this way. Because what I'm learning is that when you stop running, but you don't stop dreaming, something quite beautiful happens. You begin to move differently. Not faster or with urgency or panic, but with intention, with grace, with an appreciation for the ground and the world around you. You begin to move as if you aren't just living, but you're alive.